It's pretty fun. You should try.
He's got an 8 intelligence. I don't really see him being.
There we go.
He doesn't really have the wisdom either.
Okay, so why are you in a room with the dwarf now?
That was his choice.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
So we in the last session.
All right, I thought you were just like finding a dwarf to hang out with. Okay.
No. He's just an
I
alcoholic,
find
so
dwarf.
he's just an alcoholic. So I see that fits.
Okay.
Instead, you wake up and you see Hatgar beside you.
Oh my god.
Hey there, big
What
boy.
happened last night?
Everything happened last night.
A whole new world.
Yeah, so you guys have pretty much been given, you know, freedom on the island for the time being. So what would you guys like to do?
Drinking the bar until blackout drunk again.
What kind of environment is Prussia?
The cities are very organized. Everything is like perfectly angled and things like that. You know, it's like very well planned. And the exterior is mostly forests, which kind of contrasts, with the chaos of nature.
Is there any way that Nukri could tell sort of like a quick path through the city?
To leave?
Yeah, like just in case something goes wrong, I think you would be looking through the area trying to find the quickest way to escape into the woods.
Yeah. I mean, this particular city has walls, but, if you get up high on a building, you can see pretty much everything you need to see.
Then I guess I'd like to climb up high, and then once I'm up high and have a vantage point, try and maybe snap up some birds or something.
Okay. Nobody can eat birds. That's fine. I imagine that's a pretty hard prey to catch, but I'm not one to judge.
Not if he's throwing fingers around.
Yeah. Does that hit?
Yeah, you can kill a couple birds. That's fine. Goddamn seabirds. Nobody likes them anyway. They're dicks.
It's true.
Sweet.
Okay.
And once I get them, I'd like to make some more darts out of their bones.
Okay. Bird bones are generally hollow, but okay.
Yes, they fly well, right?
Yep. Okay, so what's everybody else doing while Nugri hunts birds?
I guess I'm waiting for Lucian and Yumba to show up. See what I'm doing.
Yumba will show up pretty quickly.
We're just gonna be drinking whenever you want to talk.
And if Oz exists, Hadgar exists, then I'll be waiting for him too.
I think Hadgar exists.
Okay.
I think he's probably phased back into reality by now.
Okay.
He
Sweet.
left just in
He
time to
cleans
miss his
snow
coming
and-
out party.
You blink and he's just sitting on a chair beside you, like, "What's up? I've been here all day." Oh my god.
Okay, so you guys meet up in the bar.
Mm-hmm. Good morning, friends.
Good morning.
Have you spent a good night?
Yes.
I think so.
Good. You don't look like you spent a good night.
Yeah, your face doesn't look very good.
Your face doesn't look right.
Hey,
It's all
you're not,
fucked up.
you're not a prize yourself, you know.
Hadgar is
That's
an
not a
ugly
very
guy,
nice
to be fair.
thing to say.
Maybe I've had a little bit too much to drink, but eh.
Um, so I guess we're still awaiting trial. We don't know when it'll happen. They said a couple of days. Is there something we could achieve on the island while waiting for the trial?
Alcohol poisoning?
I I do not recommend, but now that you mentioned, I might be able to find some interesting mushroom on the island if I go looking. That's a good idea.
Yeah, if that's more your style, man.
Didn't Jixley mention that we could do something for him here?
Uh,
Did
probably.
he?
But I think he's probably gonna get us if that's the case.
Hmm. I hope he knows where to find us. Maybe I could just walk around and he could...
How did you contact him in the first place? Wasn't there an agreement on how you would meet him?
I think he said he'd find us.
Probably, but that was a lot of drinks ago.
Okay. So what do we do?
Wait and hope he comes along soon enough that I don't die from the accumulated hangover I'm gonna get after this.
Um, we don't know where he's if he's in on Pratia right now or
Pretty sure he is. He said something about liking the, what's her name again? The tall one.
oh that's right. So we can expect him to be here.
Probably.
Then we should look for him. Obviously,
All right.
nothing went as expected, so
Yumba, you take the north town. You're gonna take the south one. I'll take the tavern.
It's a fair distribution of responsibility.
I see a grave problem with this distribution. I like you, but I don't think keeping you in the tavern is a safe option if we want to accomplish anything.
Wouldn't the best bet be you take the skies? Like a bird?
I'm working on that. I'm working
Are
on
you?
that. I mean, kind of. I have sketches.
It's got to start somewhere, right?
You know, you would probably make a lot more progress if you were drinking on your free time and instead we're working on that instead of, you know, drinking.
I work better while drunk.
Debatable.
Well, someone's gonna crash and burn.
Probably.
Should be a good time to mention that the previous first hand on my the dancing ship didn't let me drink very much.
So, should we take the bottle away then?
Well, you can try.
If it's for your own safety, I don't want you to die from alcohol poisoning.
Yumba, if it's his
Uh,
choice, we let him have it.
That's
I
not
look
how
at your
friendship
stance.
works.
Sure
I
is.
mean,
Friendship?
you got healing spells, right? One of them must work on hangovers, probably, or poisoning.
It probably could, but
Yeah, there you go. We're
seeing
fine.
as this is your attitude, I don't think I will bestow it upon you. I don't think the goddess will approve of your behaving, and
Hey,
thus would not approve of me healing it.
That is
It would be enabled.
interesting. That's interesting. But then you'd be killing someone.
I am not killing you. You are killing yourself.
You are enabling me.
No, I am not enabling you because I won't heal you. So you have to pay the consequences of your behaviors.
Wait, so you're not going to heal him, and you also won't fight? Why do you follow us around?
Probably the treason part.
I offered profound wisdom and theological advices, and I also keep you from dying from arrows falling from the skies.
That is a
You
good point.
you didn't seem to complain last time, but if you want me to stop, I don't have to.
Sure, whatever.
Well, usually I prefer someone between me and the arrows. Yeah, that's true.
You, I won't heal your alcoholism, but I will heal your wounds. If your liver breaks down, I might heal you too. But you'll still get a scuff warning.
Is Nugri in the tavern, or is he somewhere else?
He's somewhere else.
Oh wait, Nugri's not here. We should probably find him, because if there's anyone who's going to kill guards and worsen our sentence, it's him.
That's a fair.
What's the worst that could happen? Oh shit.
Same thing that happened the last time we were here, or the
Yeah,
last
fair
time
point.
we were
Yeah,
in the
okay.
city.
Yeah. Guess I'll drop the boost
So-
for now.
I'm going to head out of the tavern and see if I can find Nugri.
Nuguri will be heading towards your direction anyways. 'Cause
It's convenient.
now he's
Yeah, so you guys can meet up somewhere near the middle of town.
Does Nugri look like he's running away from anything?
Responsibilities.
Aren't we all?
That's it.
No, he just, I mean, people are getting out of his way because I would imagine that he is just like plucking feathers off of birds as he's walking down the street.
yeah.
Um. So I see you've hunted well this morning. Are you did you only hate hunted animals, or did you hunt people too?
Nuguri has only hunted that which will not harm. And he'll pull out like a bird carcass.
Because I mean, I'm pretty sure he would not acknowledge like a peasant as someone that would harm him. So it's just a little too vague too to comfort him. Good. We think we are looking for Jixley out on the island. You are a good tracker. You could probably help us.
Ah, the insulting one. I am
Yes.
sure I can find him.
We'll probably just smell the black powder, really.
So it might lead him to you.
I don't use black powder. A lot of it, at least.
I was going to say, you have. Don't lie.
Yeah, I have, but not a lot. Not a lot. I only constituted 2 bags worth of explosions.
He's just dabbled.
Yeah, he dabbled.
Experiment.
Right then. I suppose he is an important individual, so we won't find him in the slums or the forest. He should be in important locations.
Well, didn't he like the tall one again? Why don't we just find her?
Where do we find the tall one?
Isn't
Well-
she the one managing our trial? Is it okay for us to see her before then?
Probably.
I don't know the
I mean,
inner
I'm assuming
working
she's
of
up.
the system.
I'm assuming she's up Podwizzle, so that should be fine for us to visit too, maybe.
But Podwizzle is the accusator, not the accusee.
What if I see Podwizzle and I try to kill him?
I believe even Jexley made it very clear he didn't want to us to kill him.
Yeah,
I didn't
remember.
say it was logical. I just said I might try to kill him. I don't.
Well, if we get our kneecaps worth like we agreed, probably find her anyway.
Nuguri is learning the ways of your kind. If we kill Podwizzle during the trial, when is appropriate, then we will be innocent.
You might want to give him the talk.
I mean, I don't know who told you that we were going to fight Podwizzle for the trial, but that's not how it works. Trial are not a contest of arms. He poses accusation against us. We have to prove him wrong by actions, not by actions, but by providing proofs of our trustworthiness and loyalties to the realm. He says we want to unbalance and destroy him and his belongings, property. So we have to prove that we didn't never intended to do that.
Yeah, just don't kill anyone during the trial.
Yeah, it's a talking thing. You know what
Yeah.
Yumba likes to do.
Though, speaking of, maybe we should actually go see the. I keep forgetting her name. Yumba. Remember?
Whose name?
Nami?
Yeah, that one. Why don't we go see her since we don't even know what exactly we're being accused of besides just very vague treason?
I don't think it's a good idea to go to look for her, but if you want to, we can. I won't oppose.
I thought you were a fan of talking to people.
I am, but I don't think that right now the solution is to go talk to the people involved in the trial. I'm pretty sure. I, I don't know how the legal system of the humans work. I usually try to avoid that kind of situation, but it doesn't feel right that we should be allowed to talk with the people involved. We could try to bribe them, and that is
Well,
not.
then we don't bribe them, and we're okay.
But yes, circumstances might work against us if we are seen talking to her. But Wizard might say that we try to influence the jury or the system, and then whatever we say lacks credit.
But he did the exact same thing.
But he,
And
as
also,
been stated before, is very influential and powerful in the island. We have very little but our own name to uphold.
Yeah, well, how are we going to defend ourselves if we don't get the specifics on the treason?
We don't
You
have
need-
to. We don't need the specifics on this treason because we all know that it's not true. So the truth and our honesty will be our
Even if you
guards
tell
and
the truth, you need to prepare.
to be truthful.
okay, so imagine we're in a trial, and he
Yes.
started asking us how to disprove his theory of what happened. How the
Uh-huh.
how do we disprove his theory if we don't know what his theory is? He could have made up any number of things.
We're taken prisoner by on the boat. How could we plan on breaking him? We actually helped him escape when the accident happened that he caused by his machine.
And you think he might not lie about that?
But then it will be his lie against our truth, and truth will always prevail.
Yeah, but he might have covered his lies with more lies, and then lies with more lies,
You're
and
new
so
to
on
the
and so
city,
forth.
huh, Yumba?
Lies cannot outgrow the truth. It will end up. It will always be uncovered in time.
Right. Well, I wanted to be uncovered before we lose our heads.
If
Then
you are
what-
expecting this trial to be dishonest, why have a trial with words? It seems to be counterproductive.
Surprisingly, I agree with Nugri right now. If you don't think we can win the trial, then why are we awaiting trial?
I have been telling you guys that we could just run for the last week.
I don't.
We should go into the forest, collect herbs to survive in case they choose to backstab us.
Herbs. You want like health, healing poultice?
If we are speaking as you wish and we end up with an axe in our spine, it will be the best thing to help.
I agree.
You see,
I mostly
really
need
more
something
prefer-
to occupy myself.
I prefer more of the urban environment. So I
Yeah, I
prefer
agree
if
with
I
that.
was just innocent.
I agree.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we are innocent. We
Well,
just have
mostly
to prove
innocent.
the system.
Mostly innocent.
In this case specifically, we are innocent. Did we? Or did you? Did you guys plan to overthrow and kill Budwizzle without me knowing? Because then you would make me a liar.
I have done a lot of things, and a lot of them accidentally, man. One of them upon some time might have counted as reason.
This one who calls himself Podwizzle is the first of his kind who I have spared. It has taught me a valuable lesson.
Yep, kill all goblins.
Then that is good proof.
When one eats his food, it will spoil on him and make him this. Podwizzle is making us sick.
Well, regardless, how about we just go find Naomi so we can find Jinxley then? Is that better?
If you insist, I will not stop you. But I do not think it's the proper thing to do. And I would rather go pick herbs with Nugri in the forest. If
Well,
you
if-
don't mind.
Well, if you want, you can go get high on the forest, yes.
I wasn't asking for permission, but I appreciate you giving it nonetheless.
Let's be honest, do any of us ask permission for anything?
You guys
Nugri
are
asks me
pirates.
permission all the time.
Well, someone
Is
has...
it okay to kill this man right now? And I say yes or no.
Nugri is very
Yeah.
well behaved. Who's your good boy?
Nugri is still considering if the tall blue kind, such as are edible or not.
Yeah. I mean, edible. Yeah, maybe.
Probably tastes like salad.
I mean, do deer taste like salad? Come on,
You put in a
Come on.
salad, yeah.
But furbolg's good.
that's fair. We could. I don't know how they taste.
Right, maybe let's not have this conversation in front of Nukri.
I mean, Yumba is not comfortable having this
Nugri-
conversation ever. So
You have all shown your usefulness to Nugri. He has enough respect that if you fall in battle, he will eat your flesh.
thank you, but please give me some time. My healing magic can do wonders sometimes. Now, Nugri,
And
will
when
you
your
allow
healing
me
magic
to
fails, then I will respect you and honor you in the proper ways.
appreciate? Now, will you accompany
Lightly,
me into
please.
forest?
Yes.
I don't want to talk about eating the dead anymore. I don't like that.
Okay, there we go.
Welcome back.
You didn't miss much. Yuma and Nugri are gonna go to the forest to get high.
That's what it
Oh,
sounded like.
nice.
Okay, so 3 of you are going to go see Nalmi, and the other 2 are going to go pick mushrooms in the forest.
Our chaotic neutral party will go deal with the law.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Well, the neutral good party will go eat mushrooms in the forest.
Okay, so now would be a good time to mention that Nalmi is not in the city you're in.
Well, we would have found that out.
Yeah, we were just looking for people, man.
Okay.
But she is on this island.
Yes, and your trial will most likely be before her, as it is a serious offense and a capital crime. So, yeah, Nugri and Yumba march off into the forest to do God knows what I don't think I want to know about.
Picking mushrooms and herbs.
Mhm. And the rest of you kind of wander about town for a little bit. You're able to find emissaries from the capital, but you quickly learn that Nalmi is not in this city.
What about Jinxel?
Are you specifically asking about Jixley?
Yes.
Yes.
They tell you that Jixley has not been in this city in quite some time. He normally will send they don't quite know how to describe it. What would be described to Lucien as drones to interact with anyone who he is favorable with. And then he will normally end up in the capital city.
Well, that's cool, but that just means we need to wait more. Hmm. Well, I'm about to get go drunk in the tavern. Anyone want to join?
How far into the capital city is it? A long distance.
2 days travel by horse.
Can you look up when our trial is?
The representative will shift through some notes for a little bit and then tell you that a date has not been set yet.
And so we're allowed to go anywhere as long as we don't leave the island.
She looks up each of your names and says yes.
We could go to the city.
Hmm.
Would our trial be held in this city, or would it be held in a different city?
Capital offense. It'll be at the capital.
Well, we have to go there eventually anyway.
We probably have good taverns.
Probably very fancy taverns. Capital is always have the best taverns.
Well, that's you kill two birds with one stone then. Good booze, and we are closer to our trial. We do need to go look for our mushroom pickers, though.
So
Also
during the course of
horses.
this conversation, you learn that the capital is called Icarith. Yeah. So Yumba and Nugri, you guys are out picking mushrooms and whatever. And you have a
Yes.
moderate amount of success. Surprisingly, in stark contrast to the city, the forest in the surrounding area is almost unfettered by human activity. There are main roads that lead from city to city, but the forest itself is actually, there's not a lot of footpaths. You don't see the stuff you would normally see with mankind interaction. You know, there's no trash laying about, things like that. There's an ample amount of wildlife. Once you get, more than a couple of 100 feet from the hustle and bustle of a city, there's a surprising amount of wildlife.
Good. Very good. Yumba is specifically looking for mushrooms of the magic type. And I don't mean about granting dark vision or flying. Or
Okay.
maybe it does make you fly, I don't know.
In your head.
Give me a nature check. Yeah, you can find a couple on, on the underside of a fallen tree that you would identify as psychedelic.
Good. He's gonna like cut them properly and make them dry or something so that he can make tea out of it.
Gross. Okay.
He's not gonna just munch on them.
It'd be quicker if you just munch on them, but okay.
Yeah, it's true, but he likes to. It's for religious purpose, right? He doesn't want to just go fucking wild at some point. It helps him commune with the spirits of the nature.
Okay, fair. Okay, so yeah. So what is the party in the city doing?
I guess we said we were gonna look for the mushroom pickers.
Yeah, that and horses.
Okay. Are you looking for wild horses? I'm confused.
Must mean they have a stable, probably.
Okay. Yeah. They do actually have a stable. They also have, I guess, what would be described as ferry, kind of like, wagons that go from city to city with guards. You just pay a fee and then get in the back of the wagon, kind of like a Skyrim type situation. But yeah, you can go attempt to buy horses.
I mean, if they have a ferry,
Yeah, also it might be hard to find a horse that can actually handle Yumba.
It's a big horse. Yeah.
It's probably gonna be cheaper than buying Yumba 2 horses.
I don't think you know how horses work.
Hey, you can stand on one horse with one leg and then the other one on the other leg.
Then I don't think you know how
Jean-Claude Van
Yuba
Damme
works.
style.
Dual wheeled horses.
Okay, yeah. So the ferry to get to the capital city is going to make one other stop along the way, but it will be 2 gold apiece for each occupant. When you get to the wagon master, you see that it's pretty easy to identify because it's the longest. It actually is a trail of like 5 or 6 wagons, and it also has the most activity, as you could imagine.
No, just to make sure, if we have someone who's, let's say, slightly larger than normal, they're still paying just for one person, right? You wouldn't discriminate against fat people in this establishment, would you?
He kind of gives you a quizzical look, and says that the leader of this island is a Goliath.
All right, just making sure. I'm assuming he doesn't take the ferry. He probably has his own means of transport.
Yes, he pays the same amount.
Okay. So the ferry it is.
Okay, so yeah, it's 2 gold a person. It gets you to the capital city safely. Maybe not as quickly as doing it on your own, but it has guard accompaniment and everything, so it's a pretty safe bet.
Witnesses.
Okay, with witnesses, yes,
Whether-
absolutely.
Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know.
That's completely up to Nugri. So Nugri and Yuba, how far into the forest are you going? Like, are you attempting to get lost? Do you anticipate them trying to find you?
Not getting lost.
No.
Right, not
Uh,
lost for you two who are used to living in the wilderness, but lost
Right.
for the city folk.
I mean, yeah, if we're looking for herbs and stuff, we're not gonna just stay in the side of the road. That's not where the good stuff is. So we're probably going pretty deep, but like not purposely like lost
Right.
or hard to find. I just assume they've got a whole day of going around uh, officials and trying to speak with people.
And Nuguri has no time limit either. He's just gonna find as much healing property-ish herbs and then as he can, and then smash them up and try and make something out of them.
I can assist with that too.
Okay. You can give me a nature check as well. There doesn't seem to be a lot of healing property herbs. There's ones that like have a numbing agent that you can find, but nothing that will physically heal you.
Could I tell if I process the numbing agent stuff what they would do?
Yeah. Essentially, it would kind of give you like a more like a shield than it would hit points. Kind of like it would, depending on how well you did, it would knock a certain amount of damage off every hit when it hit you, type situation.
Okay. So once I've collected a good bit of those, I guess I'll pull out a mortar and pestle and try and make like a poultice or something out of it.
Okay. So how far are you guys going to travel into the forest before you realize that you don't know where they are and you're lost?
Probably at least an hour or two.
No,
Actually.
not you guys. Them trying to
Okay.
find you.
Fair enough. Sorry.
Can
15
I
minutes.
can I look for the tracks of Nugri
Yeah, you can attempt to
Out of the-
track them. That's fine.
out of the gate that they're?
May I assist with that? Help action?
Certainly.
You know, you might even be better at it than me. I don't know.
I only have a +1, so
Same.
yeah. Help action, I guess. Oh, yeah, doesn't make a difference.
Oh wow.
Okay. Yeah, Nugri and Yumba were not attempting to cover themselves or anything, and they're both pretty heavy people. So, without much activity in the area, you can pretty easily find their tracks. And
I'll follow
after
them.
45 minutes or an hour, you find them, I guess, brewing a tea and crushing some herbs.
Yep.
In the middle of the forest.
Good,
Yumba has
small
like
camp set up.
birds sitting on him and stuff. He's like a Disney princess.
Except he's messing around with magic mushrooms.
He's high as fuck, Disney princess.
It's not actually birds. He just put sticks on his shoulder.
He sees the birds.
They're in here, all right? They're in here.
So he thinks himself a Disney princess, all right? We now know what Yumba's dreams consist of.
Sticks and birds. So yeah, I guess we set up a little pot to brew stuff in near a river or something.
This is the lamest drug party I've ever been to.
Somebody forgot the hookers.
I thought you were bringing the hookers. Come on. Hello, friend. You're looking for us? It's something.
Yeah, we have to go
Yes.
to the capital city. That's where our trial is.
Oh. Okay.
It's also where Nomi is, so
So I guess we were going there anyway. Are we in a hurry? There's this tea brew in it. It's just got like a 20 minutes left. Can we wait for that?
Do I want to know what kind of tea you're brewing?
Religious tea. I thought I would brew a concoction to help everyone be at ease with the gods, and join me in prayers eventually. Or I can just drink the tea myself. It's fine.
Okay, I'm not entirely sure, but is this like a religious thing or an actual drug thing? Because that will change my answer rapidly.
I think it depends on how you want to see it. It's drugs are a gateway to the spirit woods. So
Okay, I'll take a yes then.
it's a tool we use to commune with spirits and natural forces.
There's a lot of uses for it. Don't worry.
I'm glad I'm glad to learn you are at least a little religious.
Yeah.
That
Let's
sounds
just
accurate.
say that. Yeah.
Lucian, don't let him drag you into his cult. He's trying to get us one by one. He's already got Nugri.
Talk about our great lady Hospitum.
I'm here for the free drugs, not the religion's babble.
That's how it
That's how they
starts.
get you.
Did you not
man.
know drugs are a gateway to religion?
Hey man, if I can get drunk, I'll take something.
Okay.
There's no harm in doing it.
So after you guys meet up and you're bullshitting and talking for about 5 or 10 minutes, you guys hear a whistling in the sky.
What is that?
Just be clear, we haven't drunk the drugs yet, right?
No, you have not.
Okay, cool.
The tea is not ready anymore.
Yumba Nugri, you're the best at identifying things. How will you identify it?
It's a whistling in the sky.
Now, is this whistling
all I
any
have.
similar to like the bombing that we had
Is it like-
when we were
Oh god, yeah.
yeah with Jigsaw?
Is that it?
And it's
Oh,
getting
Yeah,
louder.
that's it.
I'm looking at the sky. Oh, can we see something coming down on us that looks like a bomb?
Give me a perception.
Can I join in on that?
Anybody can, yes, if you look up.
Okay.
If you're looking up.
We're all too busy.
Hey!
I
guess the smoke of the tea is already.
Yeah.
It looks smaller than the bomb, but it definitely has a metallic glint to it.
Is it coming down on us?
Yeah, it looks to be landing like right beside you.
Look out, friends! It's coming down.
I'm just gonna run in
Yeah,
that
if
random
it's a problem,
direction.
you need to do more than looking out. We should also run.
Run, run, run.
Run away from it.
Run, run.
If there are any
Disperse.
ditches or anything, I'm gonna jump in that.
You're right beside a river.
I jump in the river.
Okay. So you guys all duck and cover and head for the hills, and a small metallic orb plants itself about 3 feet into the ground, right beside where your pot was. And
Is the
then,
pot intact?
yes, the pot is intact. And then,
There.
with a small
From a
pop
pot or mushroom.
and a small explosion, it opens up.
And a young boy with a tail comes out.
No,
I guess I'll crawl out of the river.
no greeting him.
Remember, nothing happens.
I'll go up to it with your finger. E.T. phone call.
Um, I guess we'll wait a little.
Yeah.
Is something coming out of the contraption?
I'm
Nope.
gonna approach the ball.
Okay.
Um,
So you approach the now open ball.
Is there
Yeah.
anything inside of it?
Yes. Inside of it are several scroll cases.
Agree is disappointed. He hoped it was some new creature.
I'll open them and look at them.
So the first one you open is looks to be some sort of schematic. You can't really make heads or tails of it. It's written in Goblinese, and you can't really tell what's
Lucian,
going
can you look at this drawing? It's drawn terribly. It's all these extra lines and everything.
Sure. Still not entirely sure why they came down on a ball on us, but yeah, sure.
on.
I would guess it's from Shixley. This seems like
Yeah.
his way of getting to us.
Yeah, but most of his things usually explode, so
Well, it did explode, just not very big.
So in the second scroll case, this one is written in common. It's much more identifiable. It's essentially explaining that the schematics that you were looking at, the prototype was stolen from him by one of his old apprentices, and he would like you guys to retrieve it. The unfortunate thing is that the man now lives off the coast of Praetia, underwater.
oh,
can I identify what the sketches are supposedly for?
Yeah, from what you can tell, it looks to be essentially underwater breathing apparatus.
so he wants to find someone who lives underwater, but without the water breathing apparatus.
Wow, I kind of, I'll be honest, I kind of assumed you'd be able to figure this one out by,
Are you
by
are
now.
you supposed to build it yourself?
I kind of already have.
Have you?
And let's just point this banana.
Well, damn.
This one seems to have more knowledge than you. Perhaps if you can tell me what these scratchings say, I can tell you what they mean. I speak the small soft one's tongue. I do not understand the scratchings.
Right, well, just read to me the scratchings, and, well, read to me the goblin, and I'll read you the scratches. How about that?
No, he's talking about the goblin.
The go-
He can't read.
Oh, I thought he read the goblin. I don't know why. Kind of just
He doesn't
assumed.
read anything. He speaks different languages.
Well, does anyone here know how to speak goblin of all things?
He does.
God fucking damn it. So the only person that we have that's able to
what
translate
were the
these
roots? What were the
doesn't
roots
know
from
how to
Goblin again?
read.
Was it Dwarvish?
Yep. You have the Dwarvish alphabet, the Deathic runes.
And it's the same as giant, isn't it?
Similar.
So would
think
someone that knows
giant may
giant
have
be
its
able to
own-
sort of read goblin?
You might be able to pronounce the words, but you probably couldn't read it.
Well, yeah, that's what I was looking for. So I guess
pronounce
Hadgar will attempt to pronounce the words in the goblin one for Nukri.
Okay.
Probably very broken goblin.
This is the worst game of telephone I've ever been part of.
Hey, at least I'm trying.
Eh,
Is
So,
Goblin about like how you pronounce it, and depending on how he
I
says
hope
this, it
not.
completely changes the meaning of the word.
Goblin is Chinese. What? Please no.
okay. So
Where?
between the two of you, you can figure out that this is indeed essentially a, like a wetsuit, but it's got propulsion on it as well. So it's kind of more end out like an underwater Iron Man suit. Is essentially what
Okay.
it becomes. It's got a bit of
Lucian, do you-
weaponization to it. It lets you breathe underwater, and it doubles your movement speed underwater.
Well, Lucian, do you also have one of these?
do I look like I've had a giant mech suit near me?
So we did find something that Jigsaw knows that you don't.
Well, yeah, he has a whole, he has robots that just walk by themselves. I don't have that. I was just saying I have something he doesn't.
So you need to stop drinking and start working on things. You know, maybe you would be able to fly or swim or something like that.
I don't know, maybe I could make a gun.
I think he's got that as well.
Well, he uses black powder. Well, regardless, you just have to go get
What's wrong
dumb
with black powder?
assistants. Well, logistically nothing, but I managed to do one without black powder, so I feel entitled.
All right.
They serve the same purpose, don't they?
All right.
Are those the only two schematics in there?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, we probably want to keep those safe and probably go find the dude dumb enough to steal from Jinxley.
But we can't leave the island.
Well, if they don't see us or catch us, did we really do anything wrong?
I thought we went over this already.
But if they do catch us, we're screwed.
Yeah, and if Jinxley doesn't help us, we're screwed.
That's
See
not
the problem
necessarily
here?
true. We could possibly get by, and maybe he'll even help us. He already said he would help us. We just have to do something for him. We'll do this after the trial, once we connect the island.
I agree with that.
You know, with a rational person, I'd agree, but he's a goblin.
Then if you believe it is important, we can go to the coast and summon the ghost ship to go where we have to go. We just don't know where that individual is hidden. We just know he's off the coast and on the water.
Well, most of us can swim, right?
Yes, but we cannot breathe underwater
Well, I got that part down, don't worry.
for all
Yeah,
of us.
You're one person.
Yeah, I know. I'm the most important one, though.
Are you going down alone? Are we just waiting on the surface while you go hunt this dangerous apprentice on your own? Is that the plan?
Well,
Because I don't think that's the plan.
you say dangerous, I say he has the equivalent of a water cap.
The individual stole from Jixley. You've seen the fortress. I don't think anyone could do that without coming to harm.
Well, if you have a way for us to, get there unnoticed without doing the giant ship, I'm
Well-
listening.
I'm sorry, I didn't think the giant ghost ship was inappropriate. I never thought about questioning the usefulness of the giant ghost ship from the goddess. If you have an alternative to propose.
I have one. How about we don't alert the entire island by spawning our giant, very unique boat.
Okay. Okay. Then we don't. Then we're not going to tackle the individual until the terrain has ended.
Do the sketches say anything about where the individual actually is, like in specific terms?
Yeah, he gives you coordinates essentially in a map.
Oh, okay.
So he's about, from what you would gather, what Nugri would describe as probably a field's worth away from the shore.
Oh, so he's not that far. Then we could probably swim there. If you can make it
Probably.
so that we can breathe underwater.
Well, that would require a lot of materials and a lot of time.
How long can we assist?
Uh, without the tools and not everything, kind of hard to say. I kind of just built one and kind of, assume I would need another one.
So you need a workshop?
How,
Oh, I
how
have-
far is it off the coast of like a city or like?
It does not look to be. It looks to be. So you guys landed pretty much on the east-northeast side of the island, and it looks to be probably 6 or 7 hours south of where you guys landed. But it doesn't, from what you can tell, it looks to be off the wilderness. You can give me an insight check, Creoden. You can't say with any certainty, but you would guess that being a thief stealing from one of the leaders of the realm, he's probably a wanted man by more than just Jixley.
So we would be rendering a service to the realms. It's good for us.
Well, if we can get to him without being caught, and we can bring him in.
Aye.
Well, how about instead of building multiple caps, we just pass them off underwater? It's not attunement restricted in any way, so it should theoretically work.
You could
I mean,
just buy
if you
potions
had-
of water breathing.
Or that.
Do we have money? I don't have money.
I don't have. Well, I have money, but not enough for. I don't care enough.
Well, maybe you can look for some herbs or something that could perhaps help us. I think there might be something that gives us the ability to breathe underwater for a limited amount of time. I do not know if it exists or how rare it would be, but I've heard plants can do quite a few things. Maybe you would know of something.
I mean, some might help, but I don't think I would have to do some research. I've not seen the types of plant you're talking about here so far, but I haven't looked for them. So maybe I can, if you give me some time, I can scour the forest and see if I can find something useful in that regards. I can ask the plant. Maybe they can help us.
Nugri can reach this target. If he drags him to the shore, then you will fall upon him.
That's a possibility. Can you hold your breath long enough?
I can hold my breath longer than most of your kind. By
That's not
far.
saying much.
Well,
I do not know how to explain to you.
you can hunt underwater. Is that something you can do?
Yes, before I met Letokloa, I had hunted what you call a triton. It was quite tasty.
Then that's a possibility. We can send Lucian with his water breathing apparatus with Nugri. They single out the target, and then we wait for them to bring it to the shore, and then on the shore we can apprehend it.
Are you really a good swimmer, Lucian?
Not particularly, but the fact that I can just breathe underwater makes it much easier.
But you did mention that one does not have to attune his magical capability to the apparatus. Could you lend it to Creoden? He might be more useful underwater than your gun. I know it doesn't work with black powder, but I don't know how it reacts underwater. Do you?
Well, I'll just get the test, really, but I mean,
Well,
it
there's a
could
river
work.
there. Would you like to try?
Well, the river doesn't have all the things like pressure, but probably.
It's the start. It's a toaster.
So yeah, we should just go to the river and try and shoot his gun underwater, see how it reacts.
On which mode?
Normal mode.
It doesn't seem to travel as far, but it does work.
Like roughly half the range then?
Yeah, roundabout.
Does normal mode do electric damage?
Thunder, yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's thunder, not lightning.
So it is a toaster.
I mean, the toast is probably the shotgun mode with actual fire damage and lightning damage. I mean, thunder damage on it.
But it has both? Okay.
It's both. Well, then, I say we go with that plan then. We're gonna go down there, hopefully can drag him into us, and if not, we go help him.
That is what I would suggest. Are we headed towards the coast then, where the individual is located?
Yeah, and if we're lucky, we manage to salvage some more schematics I can steal, copy.
Agreed.
The last part?
Sure. I.
It was
If
playing
you
that, I'll
would-
be honest.
If you insist on putting yourself in a dangerous position, but towards Jixley, that is not my. I have nothing to say about that.
I need some paper and some time.
I mean, he is sending us against one of his older apprentices that stole from him, and you did mention you wanted to be an apprentice to him, but you plan on stealing from him.
Well, copying
you-
is the greatest form of compliment.
You're thinking about parody, but that's fair. I
On the
mean,
eye beholder kind of thing.
I don't mind. You do what you can do what you want. I just think it's well, now you know what happens when someone steals from him. He sends hitman out against it. So unless you absolutely want hitman
Well,
to your ass,
I could take inspiration, I guess.
you do what you want. Is the coastline where the individual would be close from us?
You'd have to travel a few hours south.
Maybe we should go get some horses.
Is it still early in the morning? Or
Yeah, I
not
mean,
really?
it's
Maybe
been a
midday?
couple hours, so it's probably like 10 or 11.
We still have enough daylight to do the trip safely, I think. It could be over by nightfall.
Does your thing say what kind of creature his apprentice was? Perhaps he does not see so well in the night.
Honestly, I'm just assuming goblin.
I believe Jixley mentioned he only cared about goblin. You would, if Lucian would be his apprentice, he would be the first not to be a goblin. I think that's
And the
what
greatest.
he said.
I
That's
thought
what he
Jixley
said.
just made fun of goblins.
Yeah, he did. I mean, doesn't matter. We have to kill him anyway.
Do we have to kill him? Is that what the Owen said?
Just assume we need to kill most things we are told to do.
Kill 'em all.
In the case of a wanted man, I think we are more. It would be suitable to bring it alive for trial.
Depends. Is he wanted dead or alive, or just alive?
We don't know until we go into town, but we don't want to go into town, so I would take this.
What was the
safer
wording?
approach.
What was the wording on his document that he sent us? Say on how to deal with this guy.
He didn't give specifics. He basically just said, from what you could gather, you know, that this person stole from him, and that he wants his property back.
But he's probably wearing the property, so we probably shouldn't cause too much damage to him, or we'll damage the property. But it also doesn't matter what happens to him afterward.
I mean, I'm assuming since he decided to employ a guy with a gun, that he's probably knows how to fix it afterwards. Probably.
I
He
still
also
think
employed a guy who doesn't use any weapons at all.
Well, yeah, but that guy wasn't in the room at the time.
That's true. But he's the blue one, so
Might confuse you and him together. I don't know.
you are the also blue, my friend. I'm sorry to break it down to you.
I'm half blue.
You're pretty blue. You're like 70% blue.
I'm blue.
Hey, you can see it.
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
I mean, you're even wearing blue.
It's true color doesn't matter. It's about what you have inside.
Unless you're a fucking goblin.
Blue is a
Well,
good
that
color.
was racist.
What's the point?
So are we headed towards the shore, or are we going into town for information?
I mean, we can go into town for horses.
We could, we can do that. We can walk, reach the shore before daybreak. But we can go get horses if you insist. I have nothing against horses.
Do you fit on a horse?
Yes, I do. Just not a pony. I need to put up a horse.
All right, well, we'll probably find the non-pony in there.
So I guess we're going into town.
Sure.
Okay. So you guys take
No, we're
the
going to the shore after. Never mind.
hour-long trek to get back into town. That's fine. You guys are attempting to buy horses.
Yep.
It's going to be 25 gold apiece.
Wasn't that two before?
That's
What?
the ferry.
The
Yeah,
ferry is
we
too.
don't keep
okay.
horses then.
Is there a horse rental?
Not to accused criminals.
That's fair.
I guess we'll buy.
But aren't we all accused criminals deep down inside?
I mean, probably not the accused part, at least.
Well, Hadgar is not an accused criminal.
This is true.
This is
Hadgar
true.
can rent a horse.
How many horses can one person rent?
Pretty much just going to go with the one.
God damn it. Alright, how many times can I shapeshift?
As many times as you want.
He just comes in
And-
by a horse thief, comes back in another face by the horse.
Yep. And how much does the horse rental cost?
5 gold apiece. 1 gold is returnable upon the return of the animal.
Yumba will buy a
Right,
horse.
so if you guys want to rent horses, I might be able to get horses rented for us, but you guys will need to each give me 5 gold.
I will buy a horse. I believe it will be living a better life with us than in the stables.
Just a
Yeah,
question.
sure. Take my 5 gold.
When,
Yeah, sounds good, yeah.
when we plan on leaving, are you gonna take the horse with you, or are you
On
gonna
the
leave
ghost
it?
ship, yes, I will.
Okay.
You want to wear these shit everywhere, right? Wait, what I'm asking? Of course you know that.
So do you. Don't you know how birds
I
work?
mean,
You know Nuguri eats horses, right?
oh yeah, I guess it is. A
You
future
know
investment thing.
Nugri eats you too. But he hasn't eaten us. He is
Yeah,
more
well,
intelligent
I
than
can
you give him credit
protest.
for.
The horse can't.
I believe Nugri is a very intelligent individual, and he will understand my point of view and respect the horse as part of the family.
Right, let's just rent the fucking
The
horses.
horse has a use, then it be food.
Indeed.
Yet.
Yes, the horse will have a lot of use on the sea as a non-seahorse.
Give him time.
Well-
He will get his horse, his sea. I don't know.
His
That's
fins.
that's not how evolution works.
I'll give him fins if I have to.
Right, you do that because I'm not inventing that.
If
5
Yumba
gold
believes he
pieces?
has use,
5.
then
One day I will have a horse you want, and you will regret not having a horse.
I do not understand how your kind works. It seems Letokloa tries to breed with everything. I do not know what you will do with the horse. It is yours to have.
Well, for one thing, I will not try to mate with it.
Maybe
That's
buy a weak horse.
that's fucked up.
See, now we added bestiality to the list.
He can talk to it, so it's a little more personal.
If you can talk to it, it's fine.
He can't understand it, so it's.
I can talk to the horse. The horse understands me, but I don't understand the horse.
It's fine. Yuma doesn't give anyone else a chance to talk anyway, so it'll be. You're just preaching to the horse. The horse comes out wearing the kilt.
Also, I have none of this blood of the earth you call gold. Will bones suffice?
Oh, I'll give him another 5 gold because that's also new.
Okay.
All right, so hopefully without being seen by anyone. So after Yumba buys his horse, Oz will swap faces and get horse rentals one by one.
Okay. That's fine. Where are you stashing the horses while switching?
That is a good question. Now, how in the middle of town is this stable?
Or just right
It's
off
near
the
the
edge of
edge,
the sunset.
Okay. So could I like take them kind of like into the is there an exit and like forest on the side, some trees or something?
Yeah, you can stash them outside the city.
All right, sounds good. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, literally back to back.
Okay.
This guy's gonna think business is like bombing. It's just like, oh my god, people are coming in nonstop. So many horses.
Okay. So you guys eventually weasel your way into some rented horses, except for Yumba, who purchases one like an adult.
Yes. I'm gonna name him
Myself?
Gary.
Gary.
Gary the horse.
All right, then head to the coast.
Okay. So you guys travel your slightly ill-gotten horses down. Are you taking the coastline or are you going through the forest?
What would be faster?
Yeah.
Is there a
The more
road that
direct
go-
route would be probably through the forest, but I don't know that it would be faster.
Is there like a road that goes through the forest in that general direction?
No.
Or not really? No. Well, the horse would be hard pressed to make their pathway in a forest that is untamed. So maybe the shores, the coastline will provide better travel. What say you?
That sounds right.
Then to the
I
shores.
mean, guiding a horse through a forest seems like a pain, so.
It's not ideal. Don't you agree, Gary? Would you rather go to the shores? I'll have someone to talk to. When you guys don't want to talk to me.
But you talk to us all the time when we don't want to talk to you.
Yes, but now when you shut me down, I can talk to Gary. Gary is an understanding horse. he knows of the spirits and the proper morals.
Okay.
So to the shores.
Okay. So it's not long traveling down the shore. Oh, excuse me. That you guys see maybe an hour and a half outside of town, and you see a medium-sized boat docked just on the shoreline. It does not appear to be waving any flag or anything like that.
Is it hidden? Or just
Uh,
far away enough from coast?
it
From
it looks like they made an attempt to hide it, but didn't do a great job.
I believe we've found our men.
Yeah, so what are the chances Nugri can take this to shore then?
Drag a whole boat.
Yeah, I guess I might have to swim to it.
Um,
On the shore, there are several small rowboats.
we can take more rowboats. Wait, if the
Even
rowboats
better.
are on the shore, they are on the ground. Maybe they are around. Can Nugri go and take a look at the tracks to see if we are being watched? Maybe.
He can try.
Nugri, I believe if since the rowboats are on the shore, there are people that came down from the boat on the shore.
Yeah, normally they don't just send the rowboats out without people.
Exactly. So you too, Creodin, too, you are a good tracker. I remember, if I
I'm
remember right.
not a good tracker.
No,
I get
then you
lucky.
make a good time with Nugri. Maybe you should go.
I'll go with Nugrita. So he can look at the tracks and I'll guard him.
Hey, teamwork.
Okay.
Put my we don't have ear holes to the ground.
Creedon has ears if you look. Oh, another one of his strange, features.
Open
Is
the
he like half
backstory
Arab?
explains that too.
He may have a little elf blood, I just like having elves.
That's fine.
Okay. Can you give me a survival check?
Oh, my rolls.
You can see easily that they traveled off the beach and into the forest. But once they get into the forest, their tracks are a little bit more. It looked like they attempted to conceal themselves.
They have gone away from the ocean into the forest. It is hard for me to follow them.
Was that a long time ago?
Yeah, the tracks on the beach have been there for a while.
Is there any activity on the boat that's noticeable?
There is not.
Well, what are the chances that they left the things we need in the boat that they're not guarding? I'd say probably worth a chance. Maybe.
Might as well check.
You don't really walk around with large, very valuable schematics in your pocket.
All right, I'll go check out the boat and see if I see anything.
I want to take Nugri with you. Or all of us, maybe.
Nugri, you can give me a perception check, though. You hear an unfamiliar sound. It's like a repetitious thump, and then occasionally a crack and a loud thud.
From coming from the forest.
Yeah. It's faint, but you can hear it.
I cannot follow them, but I hear something. Perhaps they are chopping down trees, or it is similar to when Loa is breeding, a thumping sound.
That's not a good comparison, man.
I'm not really sure what you mean by that.
I am often on the roofs of the taverns. This sound is similar.
Oh,
Is this a kink you guys share,
I-
or?
I am as thick as a tree trunk, so. Well, if we can hear them, then maybe we should check that out first.
If they are hostile, then we will kill them and have the rights to their boats. Then we may kill our own prey.
It sounds good.
Maybe we should probably not steal boats until after we're done with the whole treason thing.
Well, we know where it is. And
Yeah,
what
yeah.
it was.
All right, so
It
then
is not theft if there is no owner.
And if we
That
can
is-
keep the island, we now have a way that's not on a proper dock. So we don't have to go through a city to escape.
one of those statements is right. Yeah.
We didn't need to find a boat. We already have one.
Yeah, well, if Yumba somehow gets killed and we lose the ghost ship,
I don't like that reasoning.
well, I have to plan.
Or if
Allies
you know.
die all the time.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
But also, if we ever need to get somewhere without our very distinct and unique boat.
That's fair. That's fair.
Right. So lead us to the thumping.
And we should sneak up on them. Be quiet.
Agreed.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm not sure how well it will go, but sure.
As you guys progress into the forest, thank you, Zeus. Lucian, you can make out the noise almost immediately. It sounds like logging.
Oh.
The rhythmic thump of an axe hitting a tree, and then periodically a tree falling over.
Maybe they need to get us some wood for repairs.
So you guys eventually follow the noise where it leads you to, you can see a crumbled tower in the distance and smoke coming out of it.
Is the logging happening like around the tower?
Yes, you can hear it pretty intensely once you get within eyesight of the tower.
Now, the smoke coming out of the tower, is it coming from, like, chimney or, like, a more unusual place, like the place is on fire?
It looks more controlled than a fire, but it doesn't look like a chimney as there is no top to the tower.
It's just a small logging cabin. Are we trying to be stealthy while approaching? Are we trying to hide our presence?
Oh, stealth until we start shooting. Like usual.
That's fair.
I'm going to try to sneak up close to them. Because
We
I'm
would
a
like to
melee
keep-
character.
Right.
I will follow you, but maybe
I'll
give you some
say-
distance to avoid revealing you.
I'll say about 150 feet away.
Yeah, Hotgar is gonna stealth in the back as well. Not 150 feet away, but
And
slightly further
Nuclear would
back.
like to try to circle around them so to when their backs are turned. And he can jump out.
So you guys can see that there are several common-looking folk logging in the area, chopping at trees. The tower you can see right through. There's enough holes. I didn't bother to go with lighting on it. But
fine.
there looks to be a commander of some sort who is dressed in heavily clad armor, as well as 4 soldiers of unidentified markings on, sitting around the fire. And you can't make out what they're saying, but they're speaking in common, but in a strange dialect.
So just to make sure, when we found the boat, that was like where the guy was supposed to be, right?
No.
That's where he was last seen.
Nope.
No, we
that
didn't
was
get
only
that
a couple
far,
of
right?
hours, yeah.
That just
Okay.
happened to be something we stumbled across.
Oh,
We're now investigating.
distraction.
Sidetracked.
Sidetracked. So we don't know who these guys are. But we
Yep,
know that they probably don't want to be seen.
Was their ship local or foreign?
No flags.
There was no flags, but
Mhm.
it didn't look like wood from Frasier or Oswan, which is where you've been primarily.
Do I notice any like symbols or anything on these guys, on their clothing, or?
Quite the opposite. It looks like they are purposefully not wearing symbols. All of their garb is very drab, very indiscriminate, very discreet. Like their armor has been clearly re-stained or painted to a gray color.
Hmm.
Latokloa,
Alright, well-
you climb very well. If we sneak around and climb the tower, then we take out their leader before they have a chance to fight.
Lead the way.
Right, you guys do that. I'll stay right here.
You could provide a good distraction. If you shoot your thing, they will all be heading towards you, which will leave it open for us to take out the leadership.
Right, I'm gonna need someone between me and them if you want that plan.
Zumba.
Do you want me to stick around in front of you? I was thinking about accompanying Creoden in the melee, but if you feel threatened, I can protect you.
Right, you see, there's this thing guns do where you need to insert bullets into them after you shoot them, and so I can't really shoot like all 5
No, but you
guys
can
here.
start if you start, and then I will prevent them from reaching you, so you can keep shooting.
Right, I'll
Here, let me offer assistance right now, and I will put my hands on your shoulder, and channel divine energy and cast Shield of Faith on you. You will be protected by the wills of the goddess now. They will have a hard time hurting you.
all right. Well, I'll see your power of the goddess, and I'll give you my earring that does the exact same thing.
Hey, my man.
Okay.
Oz is gonna distance himself behind a tree for a little bit and cast a fiendish figure a few times. It's like one action, so I guess I can cast like a couple times until I get. Oh god, that's
More than 5?
Can I get? Okay, a 7 is okay. So 18 seconds.
Well, look at that.
That's so fucking
I
strong.
can also do that.
And also
Yep.
roll 5.
And also roll 5.
Woo!
Are you spending a spell slot for it?
Yes, but I can do it.
Okay.
But you don't need to do it right now because you're not hurt.
And I guess Nuclear and I are going around the tree line to try to sneak up on the tower.
Okay. Give me a stealth check, I suppose.
Just the guys stealthing towards the leader or everyone?
I guess if I can, before we leave, I will put my hands on both your shoulders and cast guidance on you to give you strength and power and skills in the, or something.
Okay, so you can both add a D4 if you like.
Yep, I
Should
got
have
the
faith
1.
also Should have
It's
faith is also
something.
concentration, and so is guidance.
Yep.
Is it? Oh, never mind. Then I didn't cast guidance at all. I'm sorry.
Well,
All right.
well,
I'm not
11.
I'm not good with concentration spells. I'm getting better. I swear.
Oh wow,
Oh, that's good.
that's a
Ooh.
4.
That's a lot
That's
of
a
plus
4.
twos.
That's a 4.
hey,
Hey.
Hey.
Someone rolled okay.
the one who's just staying still. So you guys just
Yep.
don't know the
Yeah.
tactics.
And I got it too.
The first,
Nice.
the first one already has disadvantage.
Yeah, you got 15.
Oh,
They
okay.
both have disadvantage. You rolled 4.
Oh, the wisdom checks though.
These should have been rolling twice, so a 6 and a 7.
Oh, that's actually a good stealth.
There we go.
The fully plated armored giant is stealthier than everyone else.
Well, you're also
Yep.
staying still.
That's the thing, guys. Wow, okay.
So still everyone else is making a fucked up noise and fucking up their stealth.
That's a lot of natural 20s. Stop it.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Better he spends them on wisdom check.
That's slightly better.
Okay, so you guys can get around the commoners, the workers, the lumberjacks. But as soon as you start approaching, as soon as you get to about right here, you draw the attention of the men in the building.
You've aggroed Havel.
Oh boy. oh.
Run.
Where did we get? To the bottom right corner?
Yeah. You're not entirely sure that they've seen you, but they're definitely aware that something is happening, and they're kind of looking that direction and talking to one another. And after a minute or two,
Should we run?
the one who appears to be in charge tells his men to go check it out.
Can we fall back into the forest when they come into the forest? They won't see what happens to the men.
If you like, yeah.
I'd also
You
like
use whatever
to
tactic you want.
climb a tree and be on the side of the tree opposite from them so they can't see me and just sort of like wait up above.
Can we on the back see if they fucked up?
You see
hear
activity
it.
in the tower. Like you can see that they're getting ready to go investigate that area.
Okay, so I'm just gonna start shooting because that was the plan, and I hope that plan is still the plan we're going for. Because sometimes we change without telling anyone.
That's the plan now again.
Yep.
Because you're pretty much in charge of it. So
Yep, shooting that guy, the guy that looks important.
okay.
Okay.
So he actually raises his shield when he hears the thunderous clap, and it bounces off of his shield.
Lucky you.
Well, I
Yes,
just
we're
hope
going to
that's enough
initiative now, huh?
distraction.
Yep, that's going to be initiative.
Cool.
Yeah.
About how tall is the tower look? How many feet would you say?
Parts of it reach as high as 30 feet tall, but it looks like if you put any weight that high, it would probably collapse.
That's a strategy.
Most of it is somewhere around 10 feet tall, but with massive holes in it. Its whole structure looks very weak.
Okay.
It helps if I actually roll initiative. That helps, yep. There we go. Okay. So it's gonna be Lucian again. Wow, those initiatives, guys.
Yeah. I've got like.
Newberry and I were not ready.
I
well,
think it's because you
we're just
changed the
gonna-
plan without telling him.
well, Lucian's gonna try to shoot the guy with Insane reaction timing. Again.
Okay.
Oh.
A 15 misses.
Okay, that guy might be really good at blocking my shots, guys.
Yeah.
Maybe don't shoot the guy with armor.
Edgar.
Well, I didn't expect him to react, as I'm shooting him.
All right. Oh, that's too far. Okay. So I'm going to walk up to here, and I'll use hopefully unseen, although I doubt it since I came from the same direction as a loud bang. I'll use my action to summon a short sword on my main hand, and I'll draw one of my daggers, and that will be it.
Okay. Yumba.
Yumba will.
Burn down an orphanage.
Think about it anyway. What am I gonna do? For now, he's not gonna do anything. No, that's not true. Wait, no, I can't do that. Fucking concentration. There's nothing I can do right now. I'm
Okay.
just waiting for stuff to happen. He's gearing himself. Like, is this traversable terrain? Can they go through those woods? Those streets?
They're
here?
not so condensed that you can't. No.
All right. Then I guess he's gonna place himself here, and if any of the two, one to the left, try to go towards Lucian, he's gonna try and stop them, like physically stop them, not attack them, but just wall block.
Cool.
Okay. So the workers are going to begin retreating into the tower area. He is going to send these 4, so 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So he is going to send these 4 guys this way. And he himself, who is barking orders, his voice changes a little bit, and he claps on his shield, and he doubles in size.
Oh, fun.
And he begins walking methodically towards Lucian.
Got it.
They have not seen you guys, so they're not going to take shots. So yeah, that'll be it. Nugri.
Oh, cool. Cool. Nugri will just run right there. Boom. And I'd like to try and jump on the dude and grapple him.
Okay. Can you grapple large creatures?
I don't know. No, I don't think so. We'll still try.
So you jump on top of him, but you can't seem to find a good place to restrain him from.
Cool. As my yeah, that's. I'm going to use a key point and take the use patient defense or savage reflexes, so dodge action.
Okay. Creodin. So your plan has gone to shit, Creodin. What are you doing?
Drawing some lines. All right. I'm gonna run up, and I'm going to draw my hammer and open my arms wide, beckoning them forward. And I say, "You face Creed in the clanless," and I'll storm breath.
Pretty badass.
All right, that's a
Hey.
good one. How about that? Yeah. All right, they are soldiers. So dexterity saving throws. Yeah, what's it hit? 3 of them? It's a line, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, shit.
All right. So the first one
It's
is
just 3
incredibly ready for it. Okay. The second one looks like he's able to dodge out of the way, and the fourth one like falls into him as the guy backs off. Okay. Lucian.
Right, I'm just gonna shoot the giant armored man currently just running at me.
That's a good plan.
Oh, God damn it.
You hit.
Hey!
Hey.
He'll
Nothing
take
works.
13. He was too distracted by
man.
Nugri. He couldn't get his shield up in time.
Oh, nice. That fucked up his reaction time. And I'm just gonna walk 5 feet back and then my turn.
Hadgar.
Alright, okay, since I can't get to the little guy I was going for, I'm going to go for the big armored dude. And I say short sword, I think I said short sword.
Yeah.
Bam, bam. Great. I'm good at weapons, guys. And that will be my turn.
Okay. Yumba.
Yumba will assess the situation and realize that he. No, actually, it's pretty good. So Yumba will just step a little forward just to make sure he's in the way, but no more. He will raise his hands in the air and shout. He's gonna shout, "Surrender yourself now, or be silenced forever, evildoers. Surrender yourself to the goddess and her wills." And that's it.
Okay. So it'll be their turn. So I guess we'll start with the guards who are going to attack Creodin. The first one is going to take a pot shot at you, the one in the back, the one that fell with his crossbow.
What
And
is
you
that?
miss miserably. And the other ones are going to swing at you with their short swords. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
The 18 and 20 hit.
Okay.
Damn.
So the big armor guy is going to. Nobody really hit him except for Lucian. I guess he's just going to attack Hadgar because Hadgar's in front of him. So he swings what is now a great sword down on top of you, Hadgar.
Oh, the first one hits.
And if anybody speaks Abyssal, he says something towards Lucian. And he will
Ominous.
make a charisma check.
I don't think we have very many languages between us.
Okay, so
If I remember right, Hadgar, Yumba, and Lucian all have like
Jesus.
the same 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Common and Sylvan.
okay.
Yeah,
Elvish, Giant, and Sylvan.
So he yells something again in Abyssal, directed at the commoners. 3 of them continue to run towards the tower, but the other 2, their eyes burst with a red glare, and they move to attack.
Well, fuck.
So 1 on Nugri. Yay! And 1 on Creodin. Yay! Okay. Nugri.
Cool. Since I'm on the dude, I'm just gonna bite at his neck.
Yeah, a 26
Oh,
will hit.
shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cool. And with that, I'd like to tear out some flesh.
Absolutely.
give myself 3 temp hit points. And then instead of bonus actioning biting, I'm going to prepare for battle and rage.
Okay. Creoden.
I need to learn rage.
Couldn't hurt. Yeah.
It's very hard to tank without it.
It's
Yes.
just not the same.
Halving
Alright,
all
well,
damage that comes your way is pretty effective.
I'll attack the guy directly in front of me, directly to the left.
Okay.
Oh,
A 12 will hit. Yes.
oh, sweet. Is he holding something?
He has a short sword.
Try to drop it.
He's going to try not to drop it, but he'll
Okay.
take your advice under consideration.
Oh.
Still, though, 21 points of
Also
damage.
broke his hand.
I mean, yeah, you came crushing down on his forearm pretty good. He's like limply holding it now.
Okay, and then do that so I don't
That's a pretty good
instantly
second
die.
wind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can take another hit. And then if that guy's still alive, I guess my best bet is to action surge and attack him again.
Okay.
Oh shit.
So you crush his forearm with your first blow, and he reaches his other arm and bends down to grab his forearm in pain, and you bring your hammer back up and smash his face, and he falls to the ground.
God damn.
Alright, I'm done.
Lucian.
Right, so still shooting the big target. And missing. And trying to hide among the trees and turn.
Hadgar.
Alright. Time to pull out the spells for the first time. Alright.
Oh,
So Hadgar is going to attempt to hold person who looks humanoid enough.
Yes. Okay. He will make a wisdom. Yes. Yes.
Yep.
And he will succeed.
Oh!
It would have been good to have some auto crit.
Yeah,
Yes, it would
that
have.
would be the turn.
Alright, that's the problem. That's why I hate hold person. If it succeeds, it's like the greatest fucking thing ever. And if it fails, you just like wasted your whole fucking turn. Yumba.
Yeah.
Creoden looks like he's not in such great shape.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Well, right now I'm fine. I won't be fine after the next turn.
Well, there's 2 less attacks coming at you.
So Yumba will move up to his movement, and he's gonna towards Creoden. He's gonna shout, "Don't worry, friend. You are not alone, and I will stand with you." And he's going to cast Healing World. Yay!
I was only missing 4 hit points. That's fine.
Okay, just 4. Damn.
Yeah, my second wind was.
Yeah, that was okay.
It was a pretty
I didn't
effective
realize
second
how
wind.
good it was. So I was here, moved this way, 10 move, and I'm gonna go back to here. To still like try to block the way still.
Okay.
I got you, man. Don't worry.
Be happy.
So we'll start with the soldiers. So the one is going to take another pot shot with his crossbow and miss.
Miss.
At which point he
Good.
will throw it
That's
to
all
the
damage.
side and come charging forward. The other 2 will attack with their short swords. Miserably.
Miss.
They're kind of intimidated after what they saw happen to the last one. The workers are going to continue to chop forth. Give me an athletics, Nugri. The one worker is going to try to pull you off of the leader. All right, not bad for a +0. But he fails in doing so. The other one is going to try to cleave Creoden. Yeah,
Oh.
suck it.
He's way better than the soldiers.
He's infused with demonic power. He is going to again chant towards the soldiers or towards the workers to get them to get involved in the fight. So, he just rolls a 5. He has rolled many 5s. in which they are still not impressed, and they continue to flee into the tower. And then he will again bring his greatsword on top of Hadgar. And he yells at you in Demonic, Infernal, Abyssal, whichever one is Demonic. It's Abyssal, I think, right?
Nah, don't speak Abyssal.
And then he's going
both
to have you make a Charisma check. Damn, he sucks. You have
Charisma
disadvantage.
check. I have disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So for some reason he spoke in Abyssal, but you understood that he was telling you to stand down or die. And your thoughts wavered for a moment, but ultimately you stood your resolve.
Right.
Nugri.
Nugi's kind of frenzied, so he's going to do what he does best.
Murder
Bite
children.
people.
And yep.
That'll hit, definitely.
2 more.
All about it. 19 will hit, yep. Damn.
Doing it.
You have no problem hitting him.
Yeah, not at all. He looks hurting. He tastes really good, by the way, Nugri.
Good.
Krion.
All right. Which of these soldiers looks the most hurt?
The one that just replaced the other soldier is the one that stumbled into your lightning breath and took it to the face, so he's looking worse than the other two.
All right, well, because I'll just hit him in the face.
Because you chose to
With him
attack
too?
the other one first. Yeah, 19 will hit for 11.
I'll try to disarm him.
Oh, you could have a better roll than that.
Yeah, I could.
So he again keeps his sword intact.
All right, that's it.
Okay, Lucian.
Trying his luck again.
It
You
will
besh-
come.
Will it? Will it actually?
When will you realize
I
this
mean-
guy has anti-bullets?
Yep. Might be all the metal he's wearing. And kiting.
Hadgar.
All right. To attempt this one more time. I kind of wish I had suggestion because it would be more fitting, but I'll shout back at him. You stand down. And try again.
Bam.
Hey.
There we go.
And he stops
my turn
mid
back.
trying to pull his greatsword out of your arm.
I mean, can you pull it out of my arm first and then stop?
No, but you
That-
can just slide a little to the left.
Okay.
Yumba.
So Hadgar, you got a couple of hits on your face, right?
Yeah, I'm bleeding a little bit.
He's
Alright.
actually decapitated.
Wow.
My head is missing.
He didn't really need it anyway. It's whatever.
I'm going to channel divinity and heal you for 10. While resting my hands on your shoulder and say, "You've done good work, my friend. He is now vulnerable to us. Now you take a rest." And
Okay, I'll do that. I'm going for a nap.
Hadgar's all right. Goes on the floor.
Okay, so it'll be their
Okay.
turns.
Yep.
So it's time to make with the stabbing.
Let's make with the not stabbing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Hey.
6.
Can I actually repost that 8?
You can. Yes, you certainly can.
Right.
You might kill him if you hit hard enough. So, all right. So he doesn't get his second attack.
All
He
right,
goes to
sweet.
attack you, stumbles right into your, your fucking hammer and collapses. So an 18,
All right, so
24.
18 and 24, 19 hit.
Okay. So these two workers, who are now blind, their eye sockets are no longer glowing red. begin running in a random direction if you guys want to take attacks of opportunity.
I do. Oh yeah, I just used my action. Never mind. I won't.
So he runs right through that guy. Nugri, if you would like to take him an attack of opportunity. He's going to have to make a dexterity check. A 10 will hit. Oh, and he dies.
That should
Okay.
do an extra 2, yeah.
Yeah, they have 4 hit points. So he's going to make a dexterity check to see if he falls over. He does not. So he feels the presence of that soldier and manages to skirt around it, but he is just screaming bloody murder and is frantically running in all directions. So he moved. It's right there. The other guy will make a wisdom check and still be held. Nugri, go to town.
Okay. Nugri is just roaring, his face covered in blood. He's going to take a javelin out and try and stick it into the guy's neck.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. For an auto crit. Yeah.
Yep. So
extra d6.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So
and then
that's... okay. Do you get rage damage on that?
I don't know if I get it on the crit or not.
Yeah, but you get the rage damage in general, though, right?
Yes.
Okay, so when you stick the javelin in his neck, you wedge it between 2 of the metal plates, and blood comes spurting out as he collapses to the ground.
Nice.
But not really, because he's held in place. So you can just tell he's dead. Like, he falls limp, more or less.
Well, so when the javelin goes in, I'd like to like pull it kind of apart and like bite some of the flesh out, and then jump back and use my next 2 attacks on this guy.
Okay, absolutely. So a 17 will hit for 5.
And then 2 for the rage.
Yep. Okay. Creodin.
All right. This guy. Shooting my hammer at him.
Which one?
The bottom one.
Okay. Yep. Take
And
them out.
I will try to disarm him with my last die.
Yep.
And these guys, they really like their weapons.
They do.
Yeah.
They're not fans of punching.
All right, that's it.
No, I don't want to let it go. God dang it. Mine.
Wait, they're just using short swords, right? Okay.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, Lucian.
Right. So seeing as the giant plague guy is dead, Lucian's gonna move forward and trying to actually shoot someone this time.
Seems like a good plan.
Nope.
Have you hit anyone yet?
I hit one time.
Yeah, the
one
first
time.
round. The first round.
Okay, Headguard.
Okay.
Alright. So Hadgar's gonna kind of tap the big guy and drop concentration so that he falls to the ground and pretend he did all the work.
Yep.
And,
he slumps to the ground and falls over.
And then he's going to walk close to this guy. His short sword and dagger.
Okay. The 19 will hit.
Might hit. Alright. And that will be it.
Okay. Yumba.
Well, everything is going pretty good. So, who got his face destroyed already? It was Creodin.
Already,
couple of
I
hits?
had 5 guys around
No,
me.
so yeah, he took it to the face a little bit. Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is, no team, GG. He's gonna take his full move. He looks behind him and say, "Lucian, stay safe. I have to go help Creodin." He's gonna
Bitch, you
move
been
up
near me for the last
here.
fucking 6 rounds, nigga.
And he's going to cure wounds, Creodin. Wow, Underwhelming.
Yeah, not great. Not great.
I'm sorry. That's right.
I mean,
Okay.
that's normal for a non-life cleric.
Yeah, but it sucks for me, man.
All right, so that is their turn. This guy changes course and begins running south. He'll make a couple of dex saves. And he managed to nimbly dive around the tree, but he runs straight into the wall of the tower and knocks himself unconscious. The soldiers are going to continue to swing. Yeah, I'm going to say they're going to swing on Creodin. He's proven himself enough of a threat.
Ow.
The second guy's just not got it. He's over it. And these guys begin running deeper into the tower. Nugri.
Nuguri would like to grapple this guy right in front of him, if
Okay.
possible, or try to. Advantage on athletics, because I'm raging. Nice.
Yeah, that's probably going to work. It seems like something's going to work. Yeah, it totally works.
Cool. So this entrance, is that a normal height entrance?
Yeah, the entrance is bare. It's just open. So you've got a good 15 feet of clearance.
Cool. I'd like to drag the guy here,
Okay.
and then slam him against this wall,
Okay.
and just start slamming him until he goes unconscious.
Yeah. I mean, give me an attack roll, I guess.
Yeah. Sure. I don't know. That.
You have proficiency with wall.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know.
Yeah, he'll take 6. Sounds good. Okay. 8. Got it. Creodin.
All right. Well, I'm out of resources, so it's just, swing.
Whoa. Okay. Just gonna
Just
swing. No
yeah.
big deal.
Wow.
So blood and bones spurt everywhere as you crush this guy. He's just
He just healed it. Boom! Oh my god! What am I doing here?
you
Alright,
whack-a-mole
I'm
that
gonna run forward.
motherfucker and turn him into just ankles, feet, and a head.
Oh, I didn't want to see that up close.
Yep, that's it. I'm run up here.
Okay. Lucian.
Lucian's gonna once again move forward and try to actually shoot someone the whole fight.
The guy that is being slammed into a wall?
Yes.
The guy who
that
is
one.
unconscious and blind?
Yes, that one.
Or the
I'm
three...
thinking easy targets. I'm thinking the easy targets.
He's prone, so you're going to have disadvantage, but that's fine. Okay. Yeah, so you're hitting the guy who's in front of Creodin?
Which one's looking worse?
This one is, he has no eyeballs, just empty eye sockets. And this one is beat
sure.
to shit.
The no eyeballs guy.
Yeah, then you put him out of his misery.
I killed something.
Hadgar.
All right. Let's see. Does Hadgar actually want to? Is just gonna clean some of the blood out of his face from the guy that Creodin just splattered in front of him, and he's going to. What's the range on this? 50. So I have to walk a little bit. Here, this one. Oh.
Which one?
I was going to throw a dagger at him, but I don't think I'm doing that with an 11.
No, an
welcome
11
to the
hits.
fucking club.
He
Oh
dies.
god damn it.
He's cowering in the corner, and you plant a dagger in between his shoulder blades, and he collapses.
Should have been naming those
Oh,
guys
they're
the whole
cowering
time.
in the corner?
Yes.
Whoops.
Yeah, there's just
Whoops.
villagers. Just people cutting wood.
You are the heroes. Yes.
We're
the best heroes. Yumba.
We're just confused on who the bad guys are.
Yeah.
They work for the bad guys, so... And a couple of them
One
did
of them
attack
had
you.
no eyeballs and he was attacked.
That's-
You never know what's going to happen when we get close to those guys.
Yumbo goes to pray for the dead, and then he realizes he doesn't know where exactly the deads are now because they're splattered all over. So he's just gonna take a couple of steps and wait for it to all end.
Also, I never said this was a heroic campaign. Okay? You guys don't have to be heroes. That will make it their turn. Nugri, he is going to
I mean, we're here for a trial, so.
stab you twice, Nugri.
Only light treason.
They both hit.
He just kind of shivs you as you're slamming him up against the wall. And he says something in common, but in a strange dialect. So you understand most of it. Basically, he's just threatening you.
Do I recognize the dialect?
You do. It's from a place called Pegril. Creode.
See, I don't actually know where Pegril is. So.
It is... so it's not the place that attacked you the first time, but it is a mainland place further to the north. Okay, Nugri. You do it, Nugri.
Sorry. I just like to headbutt him, do non-lethal damage.
Okay.
Wow.
That's pretty non-lethal.
Critical headbutt.
Yeah, he falls
Critical
unconscious.
headbutt.
Cool.
All right.
Okay. So combat is effectively over. You can kill the peasants if you want.
I'm just gonna approach them and hold my hammer out to them in a menacing way.
Yeah, they're already pretty thoroughly
Intimidated.
So, yep.
I think I'm just gonna pluck my dagger out of this guy's back.
Okay. I'm going to use the restroom real quick, so I will be right back. You guys decide what you're going to do.
Alright.
Rape and pillage. What?
Please don't. Especially considering they're all male, so that's unexpected from you.
There's a good fire right there. Whenever the soldier wakes up, we just take like a burning stick and ask him for information.
I'm sure if we ask nicely and properly, he will be more than willing to answer the question, seeing as now his former boss is dead. I'm sure, will know the wiseness in answering the questions. No need for brutality. Please don't torture people.
Yeah,
Did
he
we
was
drop-
speaking some demon-like language, real spooky. Those type of guys are crazy. They made not give it to them.
Right.
I
There are three
understand.
things you don't negotiate with: pirates, demons, and goblins.
What about cultists like Yumba?
I am not
Okay,
a
fine.
cultist.
Okay, fine. Replace
My
pirates
goddess
with
is
religious
real
people.
and powerful. She does not twist the minds of her followers.
Well, I'm sure their deities real and
Right.
powerful too.
So, can you give me back my earring that had the same power as your god? That'd be cool. That's not insinuating anything, but if you're gonna take something from that, you should.
I will give
Yeah, we did drop initiative.
you back the no worry.
Out of
All right,
character, I was gonna.
so-
These guys are on.
What did you decide upon?
I ask nicely not to torture the guy. I don't
We're
think I
torturing the
will.
guy.
And everyone else disagreed.
So Yumba
And-
will sigh and leave the enclave to go to the wood, and he'll say like, once you are done, you can find me. I will be towards the shore, but I will not witness this.
You've been doing that a whole lot lately.
It's becoming a pattern.
Okay.
What does it mean?
Okay.
This guy up here, is he like on some stairs, right, going up?
Yeah, it's kind of on like a beaten platform, yeah.
I'd like Newgrade'd like to follow him up there since he's still raging and bring him down.
Okay. I mean, he cooperates. He's not, they're not putting up a fight. Suplex from the top rope?
Yeah, that's what I was actually planning on. Yeah, jumping down with them, landing What is long jump distance? I can get.
A number of feet up to your strength score, which is 19.
So yeah, with this guy, I'd like to grab him and jump 5, 10, 15, 19 feet.
Nugri is very lucky that I forgot that that guy had Hellish Rebuke. As Nugri is vulnerable to fire damage. That's okay. Okay. You don't need to roll any damage. Yeah, you snap his neck as you land on him.
Okay, so this last guy, I'm not trying to kill.
They have
And,
4 hit points, so be careful
Yeah,
now.
I'm just holding my hammer out to him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna say, so my compatriots and I are not heroes. We're not here to help you. But I can let you live if you answer some questions.
Says, I'm dead either way.
No, like, I'll let you go. I don't really care if you leave.
But the islands will.
Who's the islands?
He looks at you, slightly confused, and says, Entol. What?
What do you mean they'll care? You're just some lumberjack. They don't even... You look the same as all of them.
I am a proud citizen of Pegril. They will not take lightly to that.
Didn't say you're not from Pegril. Say you're from... Oswald.
He kind of wells up in his chest, and he's like, some of us have pride.
I have pride too. But I also enjoy living. So why are you here?
He stares at you blankly.
Okay, so I'm gonna like drop my hammer really loud next to him and lean forward. Why are you here?
Yes, Nugri does make a mess. Give me an intimidation.
Oh, this is...
He looks at you and looks you over, and he says, you look like you've done some time in the military. You figure it out.
Yes, well, militaries go places for reasons.
We're an advanced party. More are coming.
Why were you making such a ruckus in the woods? Just to make camp? Fix your boat?
Siege weapons are hard to traverse the sea with.
Are there more of you here already?
He gestures towards the ocean, says, some still on the boat. I wouldn't go that way. I mean, you're going to die eventually, but you'll only hasten it. And he's going to...
Is your leader on the boat? Or was that him? And I'll point at the big armored dude.
So he looks towards Nugri and throws up on the fire.
Don't mind him. He won't eat you.
This is one of our leaders. There's more on the boat. They have power you can't even imagine.
Yeah, I saw the little demon whisperer over there.
The
You
hit
guys
new
make
show on
deals with
TLC.
demons.
I don't pretend to understand it. Hell, I didn't even volunteer to come here. More of a conscription.
Well, you sounded real proud earlier.
I am proud of where I am from. Not so proud of how I came to be here.
turn to Lucian. Do you have any questions for him?
Not very specific, but do you think they were boat number 28? Or do you think something unrelated?
Do you have 27 more boats?
I guess that's a way to phrase it, yeah.
He looks shocked, and I do not know how many are coming, but Pegrill does not have that many boats in its military.
It's probably just a coincidence. Does Pegwell have allies?
All lands have allies and enemies.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Allies who would be willing to attack this place with you. Who have shared interest
That
in
is far above my pay grade. Do you think I would be chopping wood had I access to information like that?
Well, I think you might just know from living there if you have real close buddies.
I make a living for my family.
Yes, and because you spoke to me today, you have the chance to see them again.
Not very likely, but sure.
Shh, don't tell them that.
Okay.
I do not fool myself into thinking I will escape this land alive. The only reason I speak to you is because A, you're scary, and B, you're all going to die eventually anyway, so...
That's a phrase you can give literally anyone else on this planet.
Yes, eventually meant in the next couple of weeks. If that narrows it down for you.
Well, you see, the leaders of this place already know an invasion is coming. I don't think they'll fall so easily.
He just stares at you.
Do you see that guy? He has a gun. These people all have guns.
Mine's better, though.
Better than
Humble
most.
brag.
We have
Not really
magic.
humble.
What do you have that these people don't? They live on the seas.
Again, I do not make the decisions.
No, but I thought maybe you heard rumors. People talk. Well, I guess we can ask the other guy.
He
We can also ask the people.
will
on
not
the
be
boat.
so forthcoming.
Why is that?
The soldiers are trained differently.
Well, I imagine they're actually trained as opposed to you, who are not trained.
Oh snap.
Well, I guess we can let it go. Maybe tie him up here until we deal with that boat. If we can bring them information about this attack, that could sway our judges.
That's true, but we should make double sure he doesn't go away. You get right kneecap, I get left kneecap?
Well,
He has
I don't
4
know.
hit
He was very
points.
forthcoming. I don't really want to.
I mean,
I feel like just tying him up would be fine. He's just a human guy.
it's a waste of rope, though.
Looking around the tower, do they have rope?
Yeah, they have all sorts
they're
of
big.
building materials now that you're actually looking around.
Okay, well, I'll take some of their rope.
Rope,
Tie
hammer,
this
and
thing.
nails. Wagon wheels look to be laid about.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe we can tie him to Gary.
I don't know if Yumbo will approve.
Well, that would mean he doesn't die.
What are you planning with Gary?
What? Nothing?
Let's just leave him here and then come back after we deal with the boat.
Alright. Still would put him on Gary, though.
Yeah, so I'll tie up his arms and legs and gag him.
Okay.
We'll
Does
come back
Hadgar-
after we kill everyone on that boat.
Whoa.
Good boy.
Does Hadgar find anything interesting on the big armored guy?
You are searching him.
Yes, I would like to.
So he shrinks back down to normal size, obviously, when he dies. He is wearing a set of plate mail. He has a longsword and a shield. Are you removing his armor?
Nah. Oh, just the helmet. I'd like to see if he's like a demon, actually a demon, or something with like demon influence.
Give me
Someone made
investigation.
conflict or something. Investigation. I'm good at that.
He's a human. He has a forked tongue, but he is human, and his mouth is sweltering hot.
Do I know if there's any benefit on feeding my armor? Does it eat by itself? Do I have to hug people after they die?
You don't know?
Okay.
Um,
Do I know how it eats at least?
but yeah, it's not absorbing any, like, you saw it physically absorb the souls last time. It's not doing any of that this time.
Right. Maybe only undeads. Okay. I guess Hagar is just gonna leave the stuff I got and say, he's got some gear if anyone wants it, and he's gonna head away towards where they came from.
I'm gonna look at the giant lizard looking through a body and the guy who's just wearing pants and realize that that's only me who uses gear.
Yes.
So I will approach him, I guess. This armor's a bit too heavy for my liking. Do you think Yumba could use it?
I think this will fit Yumba?
Probably not. I mean, it grew to his size. So
Maybe ask Yumba. Maybe he wants to give it a shot.
can you see if his items are magical? Or if it was him that was using the magic?
Well, yeah. You go get Yumba, I'll get on that.
Alright, I'll go off.
And while he,
Where I presume he is.
and while he's off, Lucian will detect magic.
Okay. So the shield is magical, and that's about it.
All right. And ritual combos.
Okay.
Being able to identify as a ritual is great.
Yes, rituals are the best.
Indeed.
So the shield lets you cast growth on yourself up to once per rest as a bonus action. Otherwise, it is just a regular shield.
Well, I have someone who will definitely appreciate growth.
Womp womp.
Yumba, we wanted you to check something out.
Are you removing his gear at all? The plate mail or the longsword or anything?
I mean, Lucian will remove the shield only.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
It feels heavy, by the way. Like, it's a round shield. It would probably normally weigh about 10 or 15 pounds. This one feels like it weighs maybe like 25 or 30.
So this guy has armor. We're wondering if you could use it.
I will not wear the armor of a fallen individual, if that is what you are implying. I will not strip him in death of the last remnant of his honor.
Are you wearing hide right now?
What?
Aren't you wearing hide right now?
I am wearing plate mail under my kilt. So
Oh,
yeah,
you got plate mail.
I'm heavy armored, but I have like a lot of
Okay.
clothing over it.
Got it.
Well,
okay. I mean, shoot yourself.
Is it done? Are you finished with?
The other guy's still unconscious. I interrogated the woodcutter.
What
Yes.
does he say?
He is alive, yes.
He said that we wouldn't get any more information from the soldier. But seems like they have more people on the boat. Like their main leader.
Okay.
And then more coming, and then we're all going to die.
Then there are evil intended individuals.
They did have glowing eyes. So.
Did that what?
They had glowing eyes.
Right, I saw that. Then I can come back with you. Then maybe we can convene on a plan for the next course of action.
Okay.
If there is no more balance to be had.
So walk back over to where Lucian was doing his ritual.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come back with you.
So he does have something magical, but I'm gonna need you to real quick just pick up his shield and see if you can use it well.
Sorry? The shield?
Well, either you or Hyodin, whichever one of you is strongest. You're gonna need it, trust me.
I believe Creodon is the strongest, but I don't think you use a shield, do you?
I can use anything. I'm multi-talented.
Well, do you want the shield?
What does it do?
don't know.
Well, before that, just try and pick it up, see if you can wield it.
You go first, Yumba. I'll let you be the guinea pig.
I do not fear the magic. What does the shield look like, specifically?
It's a
Is it
metal
pretty plain,
round shield
or-
that has, been repainted gray.
I think you're muted, Nathan, or it's just me that I'm not hearing you.
No, I am muted. I was
Okay.
sneezing. Sorry. It's
That's
just
fine.
a plain metal round shield. It looks like it's been repainted gray.
Okay, there's no like symbols or anything over it.
Nope,
Can I
not at all.
like scrape this do you see there's been paint? Can I remove the paint to see if there's symbols or anything?
Not without magical means. You cannot remove it.
Okay. Then before I use it, I would like to cast mending on it to try to refurbish it a little. Would that work?
Yeah, I mean, with the help of magic, you can
Clean it up and bring it
clean
back
it up
to
a little
his.
bit.
Yeah.
So it is blue. Once you start cleaning it off, and it has the symbol of a two-headed snake on it.
Does the symbol mean anything to me? Would I remember? No one does.
Give me a history check.
History.
Okay. Give me a religion check.
I'm much better at that, but apparently not enough.
No, it doesn't mean anything to you. You would guess that it could be religious, but it could also be the symbol of a
Lord or something.
yeah.
What's the name of their place again?
Pedrill?
Country?
Pedro. Okay. The symbols don't mean nothing to me, but I will try the shield anyway. And he'll like take off his own wooden shield and bring it. Can I sense the magic in it? I was told it's magic, I guess, so I wouldn't know.
It is magic. It's heavy, but you can wield it.
Yeah. Okay. This shield indeed is pretty heavy, but I can feel the magic. I'm just not sure what I'm supposed to do.
Well, let's just say if you really need it, you can go even taller with that shield.
You
know
mean
how
like the soldier did? Grow?
Yep, that's how he did it.
The shield did it. I would gladly accept that shield, but maybe Creoden would rather have it. I wouldn't mind.
Up to one of you. I don't think anyone else can either uses a shield or can even lift that shield up properly.
I'm sure Creoden can use it. We will discuss once he's back, I guess. Are you there?
What?
Oh, yeah, sorry. It's just the camera went off, so I figured you were.
Oh, my
Wait.
camera went off?
Would you like to keep the shield, Creoden? I do not sense any evil magic at work, so it's probably safe.
So I have a question.
Okay.
Does it require attunement?
It does, yes.
Okay. Do I have to actively use it in order to use the enlarge, or can I just have it like on my back?
Yeah, you don't have to wield it.
Then I'll take it.
All right. And you
Hey,
take the
maybe
shield.
maybe it'll help you with the Goliath.
True. And I mean, I can use a shield, and I have some
You do have to
one-handed
clap
weapons.
it to make it work, though.
Okay.
So you would have to hit something onto your back in order to make it work. Just fine, just explaining the logistics of it.
Okay, sweet. And, you know, there's some fights I may want a shield, so...
That's fair.
Like that
Alright.
last one, I probably would have been fine using scimitar and shield.
Probably.
Oh, he's a
So
longsword too, huh?
who has been to the mainland?
Uh,
grew up
is from the mainland.
mainland being the Sword
But you
Coast.
sucked already. Yes.
I sucked
Then-
already, thanks.
Then
Wow.
Lucian's been there. Yeah.
I got 2 5s sitting on my screen that say you suck, so
I know.
sorry about it.
Do you want me to make a
Harsh,
history
but
check
fair.
on that?
Yes,
shield?
either of you can make a history or a religion, if you like.
I'm equally bad at both.
Same.
Ooh, but I rolled an 18.
Okay. So you both recognize it as the symbol of Pegril, but Creoden can also tell you that their symbol changed just before you came to Entol. It has only been that for about 2 years before you made it to Entol.
Okay, so this is a new one.
Yes, before that, their symbol was a very plain griffin, and now it's a 2-headed snake.
Do you know why they changed the symbol?
Okay, so is there like a change in leadership or something?
You don't recall any real fanfare about it. Nothing jumps to mind. They didn't, announce it. It just kind of happened one day.
Okay.
It's-
He has a longsword too, right?
Yes.
This guy. It wasn't magical. It wasn't magical, right? It's just shield.
Yes. It's
Okay.
regular.
Well, I'm going to take his longsword anyway, because I need a better one-handed weapon.
Okay. I just assumed that Nugri has flayed like half of this guy's leg by now. That's all.
No, he's gonna ask questions the right way, and then see what happens.
Are you digging through his
Everyone-
bag? The soldier's bag?
No, Nugri's digging through his own bag.
Okay.
It's like everyone is picking like armor and gear, and Nuger is like on the background whistling and like sharpening tools and stuff like that, like getting ready.
So are you leaving his plate mail on him? It doesn't look like it would fit any of you. Maybe Hadgar.
Does it look like it would sell?
Probably. I mean, it's the same, like you can tell it's been painted over. So it's the same dull gray color, but it looks to be of decent make. It's a little damaged from the fight. Nugri kind of shoved the javelin between a couple of the plates.
I'll start taking it off, yeah. See if I can sell it.
Okay. So when you remove his plate mail, you find the 2-headed snake tattoo on his chest. And also you find that the base of his legs, like his ankle and his feet, are actually scaly.
Ooh.
Like with a green yellowish color. And it looks to be progressing up his leg, but stopped for some reason.
Can I do like a nature check to determine like what he is?
Yeah.
All right, I don't know.
For all intents and purposes, he looks human. I mean, he's got the forked tongue and he's got the scaled legs a little bit, but otherwise you can't identify if he would be a half-breed of something or if he's, anything along those lines.
Can I join in on that one?
Absolutely. You can't really tell either, but you can tell that the scales definitely look snakish in nature. They don't look draconic. They look more lizard-like.
Could I inspect it also when they point it out?
Mm-hmm.
Is it natural or was it like put on or something? Is it mutation?
Yeah, give me a medicine.
A
It looks naturally occurring. Like maybe the human is more of a facade.
Okay.
Although from what you know of shape changers, generally when they die, they turn back into whatever they are.
Okay.
Maybe Nugri knows what he is.
I don't think
Really?
Nugri will help us with this.
Well,
Out of all
Nugri
people.
knows a lot of strange scaled creatures.
Does
how you two
anybody
met?
here have any knowledge about shape changers in general?
Anyone?
One of them is a shape changer,
Nope. Don't know anything.
and one of them is descended from a shape changer.
That's right. Lucian, are there any snake people or snake or fish sub races, I guess, of the shifter people? Do you know anything like that?
I mean, possibly. I mean, we've met a were shark, so chances are there's probably some shifter that's sending from us were snake. I don't know. We kind of limited ourselves to mostly mammal races where I came from.
Okay.
Well, and birds.
Yunti, would you
He
know
says
anything
mammals.
about
He
Yunti?
is the exact opposite.
Yuntis are the thing, aren't they?
But I have no idea if any of us know shit about them.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think I've had
like-
any interaction with them.
Yeah.
They aren't really just like travelers, you know?
Yeah.
You either see a bunch of them or you don't see them at all.
Yeah. All right. Then I
They
don't
enslave lizard folk regularly, according to their info pages.
probably.
Yeah, but so do like dragons.
That's true. That's why he respects you. Oh,
Well,
I forgot that identify basically tells you everything, unless it's an artifact, and then you have to use artifact lore. But it's not an artifact, so.
It's
Alright.
fair.
Hey, it's sort of like a mini race, just without the damage reduction.
It is sexy sauce.
kind of sounds like sexy ass.
Which
Actually, once
I
belonged
approve
to
of.
Elffucker, so we're good.
Since I'm wearing it on my back, I'll be like, hey, check out my sexy ass, and I'll turn around.
Nice. Very nice.
And that's what you guys are at.
All right.
So I got
How
about
much more time do you have?
10 more minutes if you guys want to interrogate this guy.
I'd love to. I'd like to dump my water skin on his face and wake him up.
Okay. Yeah, he comes to after you wake him up and smack him around a little bit.
Nugri will kind of look at him and say, "This one is Nugri. What are you?"
He stares blankly at you.
Ah, you see, I have been studying your kind. I have eaten quite a few, and I find you very interesting. I figured we could have a chat. Nugri will pull out about 35 pounds of human fat out of his bag. You see, this here, my kind don't have so much of it, but this is about how much is in one of your kind. And then he'll pull out some skin, enough for like one human body, and he'll be like, and this, I think, is about as much of your softness that covers your body. He'll drop it too. And then you're going to pick up his bag and show it's got like 200 pounds of meat in there. And I think the rest of this makes at least one or two of you. In your response?
He is bound, correct?
Yep, I manacled his arms and this on his legs.
Okay, so give me a give me an intimidation as he breaks out of the manacles. His eyes glow green, and he rips the manacles from behind his back. And he reaches for his sword as a bonus action, or whatever weapon is nearby.
Okay. Could I try to hold him down by his face?
Yeah, you can athletics. That's fine.
By his face. I like that.
You guys hear a struggle coming from inside the tower.
Tower.
And how far away did you remove his weapon?
I didn't even think about it, to be honest.
Okay. Then he is going to take his short sword and stab himself in the stomach.
What? Cultist
Fine.
again?
So, those herbs we got before, the numbing herbs,
Mm-hmm.
could I pull out his sword, throw it away, and apply the numbing herbs to his stomach and say, I'm not finished talking?
Give me a medicine check. Yeah, absolutely. He doesn't seem to feel the pain anymore. He is still bleeding out a little bit, though, but he is staring at you.
You cannot die so easily now. I have many observations to make. First off, all of your kind seem to have these in common, and I'd like to take one of the javelins and just pin his arm to the ground with it.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you wish to talk back now, or do you wish to just listen to my story?
So he starts repeating that, which anybody who speaks Draconic recognizes as the world serpent is coming.
I've seen that trailer.
It's God of War.
Then Nugri will ask him back in Draconic, with his head tilted. He'll say, "Do you serve the world serpent, soft one?"
He just continues chanting.
Then I will do as Semuana has done to Ephesus, the original god of my people. And I'd like to take out the seabird bone darts and kind of just like stick them through his fingers.
Mm-hmm.
And say, you see, there seems to be a link between your kind, the flying ones, and mine. And we have these bones in common.
He continues to chant. At this point, you would gather that it's more of a comfort to him than a threat to you guys.
Well, he's chanting to Nugri's god, so. Then if you will not tell me anything, I will tell you something about your kind. You can live without many of your organs, it seems. First, the kidney. And I would like to take my claws and just jab it right into his kidneys.
Jesus.
Okay.
I have also discovered that you can survive with only one lung. I'd like to take my knife and just start carving out his chest.
Okay. He passes out at this point.
Nugri will get up and walk out and ask if it. Do any of you have any more rope?
I think they have some laying around the tower. They have some construction stuff.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what you're gonna get out of that guy though.
Ah, you see, Yumba spends time speaking of God. The soldier spent time speaking of mine. It was quite productive.
Was it?
He spoke of your god?
Yes, he mentioned the world serpent. Which makes me wonder, Nugri, do you think this is actually a human?
The guy in the tower or the guy on the ground?
The guy you were just interrogating. The guy back there had scales.
Did I notice anything strange about the guy, or did he look pretty human except for his speaking Draconic?
Yeah, he looked human, but he did speak Draconic, like, perfectly. There was no stutter or mispronunciation.
He seemed to be a soft skin, though he spoke the language of the great serpents as if he had spent most of his life among them. An interesting specimen. He seems to have all the same organs as the others I have feasted on, though.
Right.
Nathan, is Peggerl, from what I know, like a human nation?
Yes. It is primarily human. They've always allowed outsiders, but never, they're not really like as citizens permanently. They don't mind trading or hiring mercenaries of other races.
Okay.
Did you
Can
find
you take-
anything about the large one? He was particularly flavorful.
You should check him out. He has a forked tongue and lizard-like scales.
I believe they are descendant of a snake-like people, but I've never heard of those. I will have to ask
Yeah,
the
well,
gods.
I'm not exactly, against horrible acts of maiming, but maybe we should keep him around till, someone comes check him out in case, they're invading us. He seems like a good ship to use on our trial.
Well, we still have to clear it. There's still
if-
people on board.
If
Oh, yeah,
they
but
are,
I mean, we might want to keep the shapeshifted tattooed guy around.
Oh,
I have to argue. I do not know much. I don't know about those snake people in general, but amphibians, snakes, and lizards do not feel emotion and connection the same way we do. I do not think bargaining hostages is something that will work with descendant of the snakes.
You
As
are
it's
correct.
It would probably not with Nugri.
My
well, I
kind
think he
and
just wants
others
to
like
keep the body.
Yeah, just keep the body so we can show it off at the trial. Because if we just go randomly say, yeah, you're getting invaded by 2 different people, we might want evidence.
Then allow me to write a note and send the bird into town to give to the gods, maybe.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Krani might want to keep Nugri away from the guy. I think he's
Nugri-
just slightly running up to him right now.
Do you agree with what I said, Nugri? Do you believe it is hostage is a good idea?
The one in the tower still lives. You may keep him. If this one is dead, then I will inspect him. If he is of a scaled folk, then he is closer to my kin than any of you.
Well, you do have
You just got
Creodon
told,
there.
Creodon.
Yeah.
Creodon's warm-blooded.
That's true.
And all we know about this guy is he has scaly feet.
Creodon might be warm-blooded, but that was cold, man.
Well,
No emotion, you
regardless,
said it.
inspect. Regardless, inspect, not eat.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's where I have to call it, guys. So,
That's all good.
unfortunately, but that was fun. So